Hello, love. I hope you're doing well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Thank you for being here. Okay, today I invite you to a new reading. I want to see the energies around you, what's coming up in the future, what you don't know unexpectedly, and what may surprise you. And the World card just fell out. The reading has begun. I have a feeling here, and the World card is a reward, and it's also something new. It's something ending and it's something new. It's a cycle of something, right? It's a great card no matter what, because it's going to go full circle. We'll see where it's going to lead, but it's a completion of something. And on the back of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Three of Coins. And that's what I feel. I feel like there's a split here, like a decision where I'll say too, for some of you, you've got someone watching you, like something may have changed within your disposition and someone is maybe picking up on that you're not real. Something's off with you. Like you're not real. You're not your normal self. You know, you may be disengaging or thinking about leaving a relationship of some sort. And it doesn't necessarily need to be, again, I think I did this recently where it's a perfect life, but it may not be the life for you, or it's at a turning point for you, or something is changing within you where maybe what you were striving for in any kind of relationship, be it your job, what you were striving for, maybe financial gain isn't your main target anymore. Maybe you just want some peace and resilience and something different for yourself, but something within you internally is changed, and people on the outside that are in your surroundings that are not, they're not fly by the night people. These are like friends and families and people you're in relationships with. They're noticing a change within you here. And I think that they're starting to watch you. And I think for some of you, you're in one-on-one romantic relationships here, and someone may be realizing that you're not as something is changing within you, and I think it's putting some fear into them maybe. Okay, the Three of Coins is a card again where it's communication, it's how we're showing up, it's what we're doing, it's conversations, right? And with the Two of Wands and the Ace of Wands, it's a time to gain some clarity here and take a look at what it is that you really want. I can say here someone is in some kind of dynamic within their life and they want change, and I think that it's a great place to be. I don't think there's anything wrong with this. Okay, again, what we have here is the dilemma sometimes within ourselves. You know, my life isn't bad, why am I not happy? My life isn't. Whenever we're reaching a point like that, it's a point where it doesn't matter what the window dressings are. And I don't say this with any disrespect, but I'm saying the people in our lives, all of these things are blessings in our lives, right? But the life itself is yours to lead. And inside, your spirit is telling you, let's do this. I want to do this. I desire this. I want to experience this. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's the progression of growth. And since we came in with the World card, something is coming full circle for you. And with the Three of Coins, the Two of Wands, and the Ace of Wands, it's already saying, I want something different in my life, and I'm going to have the conversation with yourself or with someone else and change the trajectory of what I'm doing here if that's what I want. Okay, now let's start the reading. That was what I was feeling, and it shows up in the cards. And I think that it's not going to be an easy decision, but I think that now I would say push yourself past your comfort zone. Push yourself in directions that you've not pushed before. Push harder, push beyond what is the norm for you, because I feel like there's a life on the other side of where you're at, and you're really not too far off from it, right? So this is where this stage where I feel is where the busts creep in through the back door, right? And we sabotage ourselves. So, you know I'll not encourage you to do that. So let's see. Now this is where you're at. I think you're trying to gain some clarity on something here. Okay. Yeah, this is internal. You're trying to gain some clarity here. You've got a burning desire, a passion, right, for something. You're doing internal work to get really clear on what that is and how to go about that. And on the back of the deck, we have the King of Swords, the Eight of Coins, and the Death card. So this is already signaling to me that something has run its course here, and there's a necessary change, right? You'll be able to power through this. This is more, I will say to you in your decision-making processes here, this is where you want, with your emotions, to not try to rationalize those. You want logic-based facts, right? If your desire is to move to a different country, it's kind of exploring the logistics of that. What does it cost to live here? Can I work here? The things like that. It's like analyzing concrete things. It's not about trying to justify your emotions in this. You'll spin yourself out of control here. I'm already sensing that for sure. And since you've got the Death card and the World card, it's time to move forward. So you don't want to not make a concrete, fact-based, logistical, concrete. Get the foundation of this. Get what you need done. Do all of your homework. Look at all of the periphery. Look at the panoramic view of something here. And then make your decision. Because what could happen here is time is not going to stand still. So the opportunity is here for you now. So rather than look back in a year from now and have this turn into something that, you really regret not doing it and you turn on yourself, you're being asked to explore something different here. Okay? And for everyone, it's going to be different. This is about self-empowering yourself, right? To pull your life in a direction here. And I think what you're looking for is some kind of harmonic within yourself here. Okay, let's see the near future, where this is going to be going. And then I will clarify all of these. I think you're balancing something. You're trying to balance harmony. Something drastic clicked within you and it shifted. And it's going to change how you live your life in a better way. I can already tell you that. Okay, the Seven of Coins, the Wheel of Fortune, and another 7. Okay, the 7 of Cups. This is a time for you. Like, it's like your cups are full and you're going towards something else, and it's a change. And I think how this will play out is personal to you and how you view change and how you go about change, right? You've got what you need to pull forward here. Right? The 7 of Cups and the 7 of Coins is just saying, I'm going to look at this realistically and then decide whether the timing is now or what do I need to change within my day-to-day life to get this ball rolling. What needs to change from left to right? What do I need to, how much is this going to cost? What is this going to look like? What is the reality of it? All of these kind of things. 7s are cards that will show up if you're really confused about this. This is a material kind of thing. Right? It's not an internal kind of thing. That's why I'm saying you don't want to rationalize your emotions. You don't want to try to defend those or define those. This is about logistical, material kind of things. These are tangible things in the world that you're going to have to analyze from an objective, not subjective point of view, right? And it's things like money, time, energy, that kind of thing, right? Skills, whatever it is. Maybe you want a job in a totally different direction, but it's about how do I get the plan in place concretely to start making this happen. And that's in the near future. And I'll tell you, the 7 of Coins is a large amount of money coming. So that will play out in some way for someone. It's not a little amount of money, it's a large amount of money. And it sits here with the Wheel of Fortune and the 7 of Cups. So you're going to need to make a decision on something. You're being motivated here from the inside. And that's what this is about. Someone may offer you something here too. You may have two completely different offers on the table here for jobs. This is a time where if that's the case, you're going to want to put everything that you want and then some out on the table. Like if they're offering you something that is below what you want or something needs to change, what you want, now is your time to speak up on this. We have the Three of Coins coming in here. So this is a conversation where you'll be working with other people on this. So be in what you're doing. Don't let someone else do all of this and say, I'll figure this all out and I'll get back to you. You want to be engaged in every single aspect of this. And on the back of the deck, again, the Three of Coins, this is the communication with the Queen of Cups and the Devil card. This is moving. You're moving. You're literally moving here, or you're looking at your boundary system here. Either way, it's boundaries between you and the world. This can be your relationships, this can be anything, but it's you against your boundaries, healthy boundaries. The Devil card is coming up here. The Queen of Cups is coming up here with the 3. If you've got things within yourself that you know where you sabotage yourself, where your shortcomings are, where you jump into things without thinking, that's what I'm saying. This is not rationalizing your emotions. I want this. Trust me, I've been there. But this is about the logistics. So it's giving you a long-term, sustainable future with this. You want this bad with the Devil card coming up here. And the Queen of Cups is very intuitive. So with the Three of Coins, you really, really want this. I will say here too, for someone, you have had a rough start in your life. And even though you're an adult now, the things that happened in your younger years still play a role with you. And they still may paralyze you in some ways. They still may traumatize you in some ways. There is an air of because things like this happen, there's kind of like a late blooming where you're very intuitive, but you're also, sometimes we care a little bit too much. And I know this is going to sound terrible because you can never care too much about someone or something, but at certain times you need to ask yourself, I need to care more about myself right now because you are the driver in the seat. And I hope you understand where I'm going here with that. And that was on the back of the deck. Okay. Now, what you don't know here about this, I feel again, it's like you really want this. There's a desire for this, and a desire will move a mountain for this. What fills and inflames you is the question I always ask somebody here. You'll move a mountain for this, my loves, whatever this is. I can tell you right now. The Justice card, the Sun card, and the Two of Wands card. You're making bold choices here. You've had some kind of revelation. Something came to you. You either had a dream, you either got you have something here that you didn't have before. You have knowledge here. You have a revelation here. You have an idea. You have a realization here about maybe where you've done something counterproductive. You know, you've got a habit or something here that holds you back, or where you sell yourself out, or where you don't trust yourself or open up enough. But this is where I feel like literally like many things are hitting you at the same time, and you're having a hard time deciding what it is that you actually want, but you will. And this is just about making decisions for yourself. It's about also, though, balancing your resources, internal and external, in this scenario here. And this is what you don't know. I think here, someone offers you something here for some of you, and you really want it. This isn't a scenario where, too, for some of you, you're making a decision about something, and I don't think that I would ask you to really think the whole thing through. My takeaway, if you take away anything from here, is you've got to get on paper and you've got to table your emotional part of this. You know what I mean? And you've got to really logistically look at this. Like, analyze the facts in this situation here. If you don't and you get stuck in your emotions, I'm telling you right now, a year from now, we'll be having the same exact conversation. Only you'll be hating yourself for not moving something forward. For some of you, you've got two choices in something here. You've got, this is something too, I'll point out, in relationships, any kind of relationship, your job, whatever it is that you're doing, you in your life as a whole, you've got, you want security, but you want freedom. You know what I mean? Sometimes I want to be married, but I don't want to be married. I want to be in the job, that's concrete and stable and kind of blah, but I also want this. You're balancing these two things out, and you can have these things by just planning. It's simply planning. It's taking time for yourself and where you contribute with all the other factors in your life. Your home, your family, your friends, your pets, your whatever, your job. It's that kind of thing. And this could really be balancing that. But the key takeaway with the Sun card in the middle to get that to come out is you've got to have the realization of this, and you've got to be in the driver's seat. And the Justice card is what is right for me, and looking at this from all angles. And that Two of Wands is just saying, with the Ace of Wands that we had here recently, it's getting clear on what that is, because the spark within you is lit. So that's what you're choosing here. You're making choices for yourself. They're action-oriented choices. And I think that's what you don't know, is you're going to have to walk something here. There'll be action that'll need to be taken, but I would strongly suggest you do that list. Now, unexpectedly, let's see here. I think someone gets a wish granted here. So I'm saying to you, I don't see anything that would be a deterrent for anyone here. This is a point in a place in time where you've asked for something, you've wanted something, you've dreamt about something, or you really have a dream that rocks your world. Like, you really, you can't stop thinking about it, or someone crosses your path and they're just, it's like, I've known this person forever. Something in here changed within you. So believe in this, believe in something more than what you've got. And this, I'm going to point out too, even if you're in a relationship that is copacetic, if it needs zhuzhing, talk about it. If it needs to change, or if it's become like a roommate kind of situation, talk about it. There's big changes here. Unexpectedly. Okay. The Eight of Coins came up again. Eights are power cards, and they'll help you power through things. Okay. There's a large amount of money sitting here for something. I think here with the Moon card, you're gaining clarity, and that's what you need. And that's why I'm saying this isn't like, let me sit and think about it, which you should be doing. But you need concrete things to move whatever this is forward. I can't stress that enough. Okay. And with the Three of Swords, again, I think you're getting stuck under the lily beth of something, right? Where you self-sabotage yourself. You can't you can't emotionally get past something, but to get past it, you're going to need to get logistical about it, analyze it, get the facts on it. For some of you, I'm not going to lie, someone is watching you. So if you're in a relationship and something is going on outside of that, all eyes are on you right now. So I would be aware of that, and I'm just pointing that out for some of you. The Three of Cards here, the Three of Swords card, is really a card of, I'm not going to downplay it first, because it can be a very heavy card. It can be a depression card. It can be a card of really not feeling well here. But there are cards in here that say, if you start to move your life physically, like get the action plan behind something, you will notice how quickly this dissipates, right? There's something in here where someone really sells themselves out, where they've just, there's, like I said, with that Queen of Cups, when she came up, it's a card of like not it's like you need a pep talk on the inside, and I assure you, whatever this is, you could do it. You can absolutely do it. I think unexpectedly you may surprise yourself and say, I'm doing this. I hope that that's what you're doing. Okay. This is what I'm feeling. Look, on the back of the deck, we've got the Two of Coins, self-deception, and the Seven of Swords. You've got to get the action plan in place. Like, get a lightness about this. Get excited about this, right? Like, get a cup of tea. Get a glass of wine. Get something and get your paper out and write what you want your life to look like and where it is. And right in the middle line, where do I sabotage myself? Where do I do this to myself? Because the Two of Coins is a card of someone will help you here. Something comes, a flyer may get stuck on your windshield, or something happens here. The Two of Coins is something comes to change a situation. So with this and another two, and the Seven of Swords, it's looking at things from where do you do this to yourself. This is about spiritual resilience and ambitions and wanting things, and the energy and the drive and the open doors will be provided for you here in this, whatever this is that you want. So that's what I've got. Let's see here. What may surprise you? Oh, lordy, lordy. All right. Decisions, direction. This is what may surprise you, is that you really want this. The Queen of Swords, the Five of Coins, and the King of Wands. This is taking an honest look at yourself. This is literally taking an honest look at yourself. For some of you, you've got people around you that you need to get rid of. I'm just going to bluntly say it. They're not supporting you in any particular kind of way. I think that your spirit has a vibrancy to it that might not be anymore in alignment with the people that you're surrounded with. So sometimes you just limit you limit what you say to them. You don't share your dreams. You just limit some things here. But the Queen of Swords is all about internal resolutions, looking at things, fixing things internally, not trying to change things on the outside. And then she acts. Okay. The Five of Coins is a card that can just talk about courage, confidence, self-esteem, right? The Five of Coins is it's a dynamic card. It's a card that tells you to move forward. Things will open up for you, right? These are not, they're cards, though, of perseverance, getting through things, realizing that sometimes in life, they're just seasons. Sometimes in life, we've made decisions that landed us here. Now we realize that it wasn't such a great idea, and we get ourselves out. That's all a five is. It's telling you to look at a crack. It's a cross. It's telling you, let's just stop for a minute. Let's look at this. Let's see how many ways are opening, and then we'll pull it together. And one goes forward, right? And you'll do it. That what may surprise you. You may surprise you, and I just said that. All right, let's clarify. Let me get an oracle first. Cornucopia, endure to value. These are your cards. Cornucopia, endure to value. And that's what you're walking towards. The life that's in front of you is nothing like what you've experienced before. Go forward, enjoy this, realize that everything that has happened to now has gotten you here. Your value system changed, and I think I said that at the beginning of this. Something within you changed. Something that you value, your value system changed, and that's what's important. For some people, it's financial till the day they die, but for you in this reading, you have the financials. You will have the financials. Financials are coming, but that's not the value you're looking for. What you're looking for is, I want to live here. I want my day to look like this. I want something in my life, whatever it is for you, that I'm happy morning, noon, and night. Even if it's a crazy day, this is the value. This is my inheritance. This is what I want my life to look like. This. Your cups runneth over, loves, and you're right at the doorstep. So walk towards this. Okay? I want to clarify something here. For some of you, I will put this out on the relationship kind of spectrum. For some of you, you're not trusting someone that is at a distance or someone near. There's some kind of dynamic in here in some particular relationship here. I feel where there's just like something, or you got a proposal or a contractual something here where there's like, ooh, this is what I'm saying. Do your homework here. Don't jump into something. I think for some of you, there are some kind of jobs, contracts, something that is abroad. It's something far from you, or it has to do with water. It could be something that is water related in some regard. For some of you, again, there's a real strong desire here. For others of you, if you're wanting a relationship, I do see those here for you too. I do see it. It's something. I think some of you are doubting someone at a distance here, or doubting something, or there's issues with distance, or you're trying to bridge a gap, or you're trying to come together with something. But either way, you really want it. For others of you, you're getting out of something here, and I don't think you've had the conversation yet. And I think, though, that unbeknownst to you, people are watching what you're doing. Okay. For some of you, too, you're leaving jobs. You're leaving something that you've done, and you're trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. That's why I'm saying the planning is in the process here. A message comes, and I think I said that somewhere before with that two of coins that came up here. And the two of coins came up with what you don't know. There is a message. Something comes here. A message comes here that really brings you joy. And it frees up something. It allows you to do something. You want to do something. This could also be an alliance here. We had some three of coins. These are communications. You may be going into business or doing something or moving somewhere with another group of people, or joining some kind of alliance here. Okay. Let me clarify what we came in with here with the Knight of Cups, the Hermit card, and the Ace of Swords. Because I want to give you a little bit of a clarification here that you're going in the right direction here. I think for some of you too, you're very self-reliant and you don't know how you would do in some kind of relationship. And I'll say balance is the key here. It's not all about me. It's not all about you. It's not all about we. We're individuals, and we're also responsible for each other. That kind of thing. And that could be where that Sun card came out, because the Sun card is the realization of that. I can have it all, right? We just have to make wise choices. Okay. So we've got the Family card. Okay, this is what I was saying. For some of you, you're ending something that's long-term. I'm not going to lie, but you're also aware of this. So that is what comes up here. And I think that that's what comes in here for some of you with this. And that's what I felt at the beginning of the reading. It doesn't, something is changing within your family dynamic. Now let's see the near future here. That could, there's sums of money coming here too, right? I think that there's a asset kind of reshuffle or something like that too. But keep in mind that there's an awareness that something's not right here. So whether you've had a conversation about something or whatever, it's someone is aware that this is, that you're thinking about this. Okay. Yeah. And then your future too, because we've got the contractual, the marriage card, the 3 and the 3. I think someone is not happy here. I think that someone thinks that, this is what I'm saying. I think that someone is thinking that there is dishonesty here, and the dishonesty could come in the fact that you've just not said something yet, or all your cards aren't on the table yet. But for others of you, I just think that there's mistrust in some kind of relationship here, and maybe you just need to talk about it. Maybe it's that, there isn't, and someone is just thinking that there is. Or maybe there's unwarranted jealousy here, right? But something changes here. For some of you, you have choices between people, or there's just I feel like there's something here where you're involved in a few different things, is kind of for some people where I'm figuring something is going here. So if that's the case for you, the peepers are on you, so be aware of that. All right, let's close this. Let's close this with what may surprise you. Please give me good cards. Please give me good cards. Give me honest, good cards. Give me helpful cards. Hang on. Here we go. Okay. Someone is watching you. Someone is not trusting. There's a serenade. There's definitely a rift here. You can tell by these 2 cards. They're not even looking at each other. So there is a rift, but someone has their eyes on one of you. So decisions and directions is how I'm going to leave this. That closes this reading. I hope that I helped you in some way. Thank you for being here. I greatly appreciate you. And I will be back again soon. Have a fantastic, fantastic day or evening wherever you are.